right, we got Russ's Mustang. So this thing got painted. It's been sitting here for a minute, and it's time to get rolling on it again. So they would like to put glass in the front and rear of this thing, but on Mustangs, you actually have to roll the headliner underneath the window seal. So I've got to get a headliner in. So this is the beginning process of that, where we're gonna start putting some bows in it, make sure we know which one goes where, get the headliner rolled out, and then start heating it up. So it'll be over the next day or two that this thing will have actually a fully sealed headliner, so glass is prepped. Let me take you and show you this sweet headliner that I have sitting over here. You wanna go see it? Let's go see it. So, being CJ Pony, and why wouldn't they ship it in a box, so it has 1 million creases, so that's neat. But here it is. So we're gonna lay it out, let it sit in some sun, try to get some of these gnarlies out of here, all these heavy creases. But you have an iron? Can we use an iron? Oh, we'll save that for later. But we're gonna put the bows in here. There's only 3 on this little guy. It's a Fastback, but we're gonna put bows in it, get it hanging in there, and then see what we can make happen.
I'm gonna be starting the Dynamat process of the floors and getting this all tightened up and sealed up with Dynamat material that we use on our builds. Some work to do up in the front, getting the brake pedal situated, and things are gonna change around up there, so I won't be dynamatting the front toe board, but I'm just gonna be starting in the back, right where the package tray would be, and get this all laid out and start laying it down. Because once this stuff sticks, if your surface has been cleaned with like a degreaser or whatnot, then it should stick pretty good, and it's hard to pull back up once it's in. I just completed the Dynamat, then our interior fella Max put in the headliner, and that is all glued in and stable and ready to go. So now we are prepping to we got the window glass in the other day, and so we're just gonna get prepping for the glass to get put in. But what I am doing now is I'm gonna be putting on the trim clips. These are these tiny little clips here that basically go over little studs that are placed around the frame of the windshield, as well as the back glass. And basically what this does is these go on before the glass gets laid in. I also just finished restoring all of the customer's trim that came off the car. All of this was sitting in a barn along with the car, but I've got all of the dings and imperfections in the trim all taken care of, and these have all been polished and are ready to go once we get the glass in. So there is a process. You have to put the clips in before the glass. So that's kind of where I'm at. And this back glass as well, it'll be the same process as the front. All the clips are in for the trim clips, and now we've got an outside source to help us out getting in all of the glass. Looking forward to getting this done, hopefully with no problems. Basically, it's a pretty easy setup. We'll put a weather strip around the glass, which makes it kind of nice. There usually is no urethaning or any kind of big mess on these because, like I said, it just rides a channel. So stay tuned. Maybe you can get some shots of us putting the glass in. glass in, and we got new frames for the new glass. We got new chrome for the new glass. So yesterday I spent time mating it all together. So there's 3 pieces, including the glass, and got that all together, and already got the driver door glass in. I'm just getting ready to return this back in the door. We had a slight problem with the wing window, or the wing window not fitting. So we had to address that problem, and we found the problem. Dane came in and did a little bit of welding, and now I'm getting ready to throw this glass back in, and we'll get this all situated. And then hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have glass in the doors. Really nice wing windows. And you know, the aftermarket stuff in the past really hasn't fit very well, but CJ Pony does a really good job with aftermarket parts, and they've been in business a long time. And so whenever we're working on Mustangs in the shop, CJ Pony is usually our first go-to. All of these doors have been rebuilt on the inside, so we've got new regulators, latches, locks. All of that is new. New bump stops for the window. I mean, down to the littlest parts you can think of. Everything is brand new, and it seems to be going back together pretty good. Now we're ready to move forward. I'll get this glass in, see how it works. It's nice, all new rollers.
Hey guys, Jeff Retro Rides, working on Russ's car. Just got the clutch put together in it. Had to do some offset dowel pins in it to get the run out where we needed it. So did that, and then put the McLeod clutch in it, flywheel, and getting ready to put it back in for the last time, hopefully. So yeah, making headway on her. And Devin's working on the heater and AC in there. He's having a blast. Right, Devin? I said, you're having a blast, aren't you? Better him than me. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Dane did all the brake lines on it. Yeah, Dane ran all the brake lines on it. And the motor's already been in here once for mock-up, make sure everything's good. So just stuffing it back in, and then Devin's running all the heater and AC lines nice and clean and hidden. So yeah, that's kind of how we do it. I feel like I'm always the guy doing the videos. Isn't there somebody else that can do them?
There is.
Oh.
You're the face of this outfit.
So got Russ's car outside. God, it's beautiful. Put the headers on it. Getting started on the exhaust. And Aaron is working on the radiator. So we got front half of the pipes bent, and then the radiator, you gotta build some brackets to go off these. The radiator, they want us to do like a clamshell style mount, and it just doesn't look very clean. And the radiator has mount tabs on the sides, so we're gonna build some brackets that go off these to extend it out so it'll mount like that versus doing the clamshell style mount points. But Dane will be doing that. Got the driveline in it. Yeah, that's in there. Exhaust, once you get the exhaust, I think Aaron might be wiring it. And then we can hang the fenders, and then. So it's getting there though. I can't wait to drive this one. This car is, it's gonna be rad. These 347s rip. So with the 5-speed, it should be good. Yep. Just like that.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. What else do you want?
3, 4. Right now what I'm doing is I'm putting on the drip rail moldings. So a lot of the times with these cars you want to try to save the old drip rails as much as possible. So these were in actually pretty good condition when we got the car in. I had to refurbish them, get any nicks and dings out of the stainless. All of this molding here I refurbished as well. So this is all the original molding for the 67 Mustang. But I got these on, clipped them in, and they're actually pretty nice. So this is the driver's side. Moldings turned out really nice. What we're gonna do is get started on the next one. So I will polish it, sand it. I will do some repair work on that one. If there's like any rock dings or any kind of weather dings or anything like that, let me pull it out and maybe we can take a look at it. Molding is in fairly good shape. There are quite a few scratches in it. There's some blemishes there that I'll hammer out and then file and polish, but the corners look really good. Got another weird tweak right there, probably when it was taken off, so we'll have to massage that back and get that squared away. But all in all, want to save these if we can. A lot of times they'll develop a flat spot, meaning they've been pushed on with their hand too hard or whatever, and so we just got to make sure that the curve is got a nice face to it. This is a little flat right in here, so I'll have to dolly that out and get that rounded a little bit more. All in all, this is in really good shape.
That's gonna be cool. Okay, you want to come over here?
Yeah.
You're running out of battery?
So, we got a bolt here. We're trying to figure out where to put this. Is this a proportioning valve? What is this valve?
Heater control valve. I just do the body work.
So, we were trying to figure out where to put it. We didn't want to drill any holes. So we're like, well, let's make a bolt. So these factory bolts have a little nub on the end, and it sticks through a couple threads and a nub. And we were like, we need to use that nub. So we, or I will say, filed down and then threaded the nub. So now 1/4-20 nub that we can use to mount to, and we don't have to drill any holes. So we'll clean that up and black it out, but now we got a mount point for our heater control valve.
He's learning. We are wiring the Mustang. They're never what I want them to be. I always want better.
Less cables.
Oh, I mean, they give you enough to literally wire a semi-truck in this one. So we cut it all apart. I cut it all apart. And that's why it looks like a mess, but in the end, clean, simple, less complicated. Routed specifically where I want it to be routed.
Moving forward about a week, we've got the deck lid adjusted. Everything's on back here. Got bumpers, headlights, not headlights, taillights, trim, quarter extensions. We've got clear bra in here, or it's the paint protection film, just to make sure that those mating surfaces are nice and don't chip out or anything crazy. Devin's got the bumper on here. He went through and re-powder coated the rear bumper brackets. We've got a valance that's gonna go on here. Might do a little cutting and buffing on that, but I'll go on here soon. Come down the sides, we've got obviously doors on it. Did some of the final adjustments so that we could throw the fenders on it. And fenders are all on it. When we took these off originally for paint, everything was pinned, so we can put those pins back in. It went right back to where it wanted to be. All the body lines are there. Panel flushness is there as well. We got the headlight extensions on it. Same thing up here. We got that PPF around all that. That comes down here, down between the valance and the fender too. valance is pinned as well, so that went back right where we were wanting it. And yeah, so everything up here is sheet metal's on. So they got the radiator in here and the AC lines all plumbed down underneath the fender. We were working on getting that all situated, but this is all in now and it's time to put the grill on. So no metal, there's metal up here. But yeah, so most of the sheet metal is on this thing, which is really exciting. It's really starting to shape up. Just the hood, we've got these, not quite, they should be where they go, but we're gonna wait to tighten everything down till the hood goes on so that we can just make sure if we have just a little bit more adjustment that needs to be good and done, we'll do that. But yeah. Russ's Mustang, sheet metal on, moving forward. I think that wraps this one, and you're gonna see some electrical work and interior, and if we're lucky in the next video, you'll hear it make some noise. Stay tuned for moving forward.